Alright everybody, this video is going to dive into that key assignment for EDU 393. And this assignment is separate from your field experience and it focuses on analyzing data from a simulated first grade classroom. So you'll be working with provided data, and to be sure you know this, you will not, I can't do this or emphasize this enough, you will not be gathering information from your field placement. This is separate. This is totally separate from your field experience. So for your key assignment, it consists of 5 parts, and you'll need to submit separate documents for each part of the assignment. So let's go through each one of these. So part 1 is the data analysis, and that's 2 to 3 pages. So what you'll do is you'll carefully examine the item analysis, which is in the assignment, which details how a class of 22 first grade students performed on a math screener. Then you'll write 2 to 3 pages analyzing what the data reveals about the students' mathematical knowledge, and it should include what they know well, what they struggle with, and then what are your concerns about the class based on the data. Part 2 is the number talks portion, and that portion is 8 to 10 pages long. So using your analysis from part 1, what you're going to do is you're going to plan a week's worth of number talks. And those number talks, when we talk about a week's worth is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. That's a week's worth. And these number talks are designed to help the first graders improve in areas where they're struggling. So you want to focus on those areas. Each day, your number talk will focus on one math concept that your students found challenging. And your plan should include the specific math content, put down anticipated student strategies for solving the problem, including descriptions of what the students might say, some possible student solutions, both correct and incorrect, and 2 problems for each day accompanied by images. So with this assignment, you'll need a total of 10 images for the week. And then part 3, and part 3 is parts 3 through 5, and for this, you should do, for this portion of the assignment, you want to build on your data analysis, parts 1, and your number talks plan, parts 2, and you're going to develop a detailed lesson plan for a single day of instruction incorporating all the data insights. So what this is going to include, clearly written learning objectives aligned with those specific standards. You want to highlight the mathematical practices and how they connect to the lesson. And remember, mathematical practices was something we learned at the very beginning of the course. That is not talking about standards. Mathematical practice is different from standards. And what you want to also include is a captivating hook to engage those students. You want to get them involved with the lesson. You want to make sure you connect to prior knowledge. Anticipate any tools the student might use. Remember to include the vocabulary with explanations. What you need to include also is detailed lesson structure, including what you're going to do and what the students would do. So this section should almost be scripted. Doesn't have to be 100% scripted, but what I want to know is detailing what you'll say and how the students might respond, both correctly and incorrectly. And please be sure to include those formative assessment strategies. You got to go way beyond what simply ask what they've learned. We want to have data for your next lessons. And for your differentiation options, we want to have you provide 3 more challenging problems for students who grasp the concept quickly with explanations of the increased difficulty, 3 similar problems for struggling students and the explanation of the simplification, and then the idea is to support our English language learners to help them understand the concept. Part 4 is our future lessons. This should be about 2 to 3 paragraphs long. You want to considering your data analysis, number talks plan, and lesson plan, and you're going to write 2 to 3 paragraphs outlining how you would address the remaining mathematical areas where students struggle with for your future lessons. And then part 5, your reflection is 1 to 2 pages. You're going to reflect on a field experience classroom setting and addressing the observation, how it aligned with what you learned in class, what's different from what you learned, and implications, I can't talk today, of these observations for you as a future teacher. And remember, the key assignment allows you to showcase your ability to analyze data, plan instruction, and reflect on your teaching. By engaging deeply with this provided materials, you'll be able to demonstrate your support for diverse learners in the math room classroom and show us that you did understand what was taught during this course. So I can't wait to see your assignments, and let me know if you have any questions.